You know that feeling when you're watching a new blockbuster, and in the very first scene, something already feels off? Like you were expecting a calm setup, maybe a bit of exposition, but instead the whole set is already on fire. People are yelling, and you're just trying to figure out what the hell happened. That's exactly what's going on with Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari right now. Because anyone who thought this new chapter of his career would begin with calm waters and champagne toasts, yeah, reality just dumped a jerry can of gasoline right onto that fantasy. The vibe between the 7-time world champion and his new race engineer, Riccardo Adami, is anything but smooth. And it's not just awkward, it's starting to look systemic. People inside and outside the team are raising their eyebrows, including some heavy hitters. Bernie Collins, former Aston Martin strategist and now a respected voice on Sky Sports, just threw a spotlight on something deeper than just a rocky start. According to her, Ferrari's problems go beyond personal chemistry. She's talking about a structural flaw, a culture of hesitation, bureaucracy, a system that might be undermining Hamilton before he's even had a real shot to show what he's capable of. And she's not the only one getting uncomfortable. Listen to Hamilton on the radio during these races. Really listen. The tone in his voice, the delays, the silences, it all points to something simmering beneath the surface. In Melbourne, during his debut race for the Scuderia, you could already hear the frustration creeping in. The radio exchanges were slow, clunky, ill-timed. Adami seemed out of sync with Hamilton's rhythm, his decisiveness, his intensity. Then came Shanghai. A bit of a breather, sure. Pole in the sprint gave a small boost. But Miami? Miami lit the fuse again. In the heat of a key strategic moment, Hamilton asked Ferrari to move Leclerc aside so he could attack Antonelli with fresher tires. And what did the team do? Nothing. Radio silence. Then, finally, hesitation. Hamilton's response? A cutting, sarcastic, "Would you like a cup of tea?" broadcast live to the entire world. That wasn't just frustration. That was exposure. Public, raw, calculated exposure of a team's indecision. Bernie Collins didn't hold back. She went straight for the jugular in her analysis. The real issue may not be radio comms. It may be Ferrari's entire management model. Instead of empowering their race engineers to make fast, critical decisions during the heat of battle, it seems like everything at Ferrari has to be approved up some invisible ladder of command. Like every call needs a signature. Every move needs clearance. It's a military chain of command in a sport that moves at 300 km per hour. That kind of system doesn't just slow things down, it paralyzes people. It creates a climate where the fear of making a wrong call outweighs the need to make any call at all. Too many voices, no one actually deciding. That's what Collins said. And the paddock exploded. Her words hit like a grenade. Everyone felt it. Not everyone is siding with Hamilton, though. Gunther Steiner, ex-Haas boss and famous for his zero-filter commentary, didn't sugarcoat it. He thinks Lewis needs to adapt more. Ferrari, he says, is different from Mercedes, and showing up there expecting the same dynamics to work was naive. You're not the king yet? Earn it. And while the Red Garage wrestles with internal tension and public embarrassment, McLaren is playing an entirely different game. It's almost evil how good they've gotten at the psychological side of this sport. While everyone else spirals into conspiracy theories, flexi wings, tire blankets, invisible sensors, McLaren just keeps smiling. They're leading both championships by a wide margin. Their team principal, Andrea Stella, he doesn't even bother denying the rumors anymore. In fact, he feeds them. He lets the rest of the paddock chase shadows, pore over thermal imaging, invent technical mysteries. Meanwhile, Piastri and Norris just keep delivering. In Miami, Piastri's car was randomly pulled for an ultra-detailed FIA inspection. Verdict? Everything was legal. Every nut and bolt, regulation tight. Nothing to see here. So maybe, just maybe, the big McLaren secret is that there is no secret. While Ferrari dithers and Red Bull second guesses every upgrade, McLaren is out here sticking to fundamentals. No magic wing, no alien sensor, just relentless focus, discipline, data, track-specific adaptation, deep, painful, precise understanding of tire behavior, something most teams seem to have left in the drawer years ago. And Stella knows it. He even throws a little jab. If you're spending all your time watching your rivals, he says, maybe it means something's broken inside your own factory. Boom. Mercedes and Red Bull? You just got called out. And here's the thing. McLaren is loving every second of the paranoia spreading through the grid. Every time a new theory surfaces, every time someone accuses them of trickery, it wastes hours of rival development time. While others dive into thermal photos, McLaren fine-tunes race strategy. While they panic over supposed movable wings, McLaren sharpens pit stops. It's psychological warfare, and Woking's winning it. If there is some hidden trick in the MCL 39, that's just the cherry on top. The real advantage? Confidence, clean execution, calm in chaos, and yes, letting everyone else implode under their own suspicions. Meanwhile, Verstappen, the reigning champion, the unstoppable force of recent years, is showing cracks. And when Max starts talking openly, that's when you know it's real. To De Telegraph, he said plainly, "The next few races are very important for my future." Let that sit for a second. That's not a throwaway comment. That's an ultimatum. If Red Bull can't give him a car that competes, Max Verstappen, Mr. I win everything, could be looking for the exit. Not just a team switch. Possibly an early F1 exit. That's how serious this is getting. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Lewis Hamilton left Mercedes for Ferrari, chasing a new dream, and so far, it's felt like a nightmare. If Max sees Red Bull slipping in a similar way, he's not going to wait around. His message is crystal clear. React now or lose me forever. And while Red Bull tries to steady itself, still haunted by internal drama, still not clicking with upgrades, McLaren surges ahead untouched. They've become the technical benchmark of 2025. Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris are proving that McLaren isn't just fast, they're complete. Every department firing, every corner dialed in. And the scary part? This doesn't feel like a lucky streak. It feels inevitable. It's structured, it's ruthless, it's quiet, it's deadly. Even Verstappen had to admit it. The only team with a real edge right now is McLaren. He knows. You don't lose this kind of edge overnight, not even when new regulations hit in 2026. Teams that understand tire management and aerodynamic flow this well don't suddenly fall off. So here's the equation for Max: performance or rupture. His contract runs through 2028, but there are performance clauses that could unlock a clean exit as soon as the end of this season. And behind closed doors, rumors are swirling. Verstappen is reportedly frustrated, not just with the car's stagnation, but with the whole vibe inside Red Bull. This isn't the Red Bull he dominated with. The unity, the sharpness, it's fading. And if that decline continues, if 2025 ends with Verstappen getting consistently beaten by the likes of Piastri and Norris, that's when it gets unsustainable. Can Red Bull keep their champion with promises and potential? Or have they already lost him without even realizing? One thing's for sure, reputation doesn't win races, and promises don't keep legends satisfied. Just ask Lewis Hamilton. Because right now, under that red helmet and behind that iconic prancing horse, is a driver who's starting to wonder if he bet on the